family? What's good?
Hey, welcome everyone.
Oh, I want to say something petty tonight, but I'm not gonna do it.
Go ahead. You already know how we
No,
do.
no, no. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. It's just something in me, man. When people kind of show me they're not really down for the cause and they want to make certain moves, I just want to be like, man, look, get up out of here. Then, like that really be my attitude for real. Like
Ain't
calling me
nothing
being
wrong with that.
competitive. I don't know what it is, man. What is it? What could it be? Evolution? Could it be the Brooklyn in me? Could it be the Brooklyn in
Yes,
me?
of
Could it
course,
be the
because you
Brooklyn in
know
me?
you know they hate
If you're
Brooklyn
not
nights.
down, get up out of here then. You know what I mean? Could it be the Brooklyn in me? Is that really what it is? Is that the
Correct.
driving, motivating force?
Yes, I kick people out of my life all the time, and that's it. They're gone. Like that's it.
But I
I have no
also
problem
I
with that.
also welcome people in too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you do. That's what's
It's like a
up.
revolving door. It's like how Beyonce said, like when one person leave and another person right there waiting.
Yes, that's very true. And if you solid, you always gonna have people that are drawn to you. That's very
Yeah,
That's always going to be the case. Yeah, definitely.
Ruby doll. I don't know. Yo, I don't know what it is about me, yo. Like I just yo, yo, I'm just like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Next,
Yeah.
I could really be on the show next though, for real. I would be one of the best candidates. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
People
It would
expect
be
you
a
to
very
fall and
entertaining
crumble.
show.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I said people expect you to fall and crumble if they're not there. You know what I'm saying? One thing about where we're from, Brooklyn, we are very, very skillful. And if we gotta hop on the next thing, go to the next thing, we gotta, change up how we talk, walk, and think. We are very good at doing that. We don't like broke. Broke is not for us. You know what I'm saying? And as far as friends, either they in your life, they not, it really don't matter. It's not gonna stop none of our movement. That's usually how that goes. That's
Yeah.
But some people gotta learn the hard way. You might as well have stuck around. You know what I'm saying? Because when the blow
And
up comes, I'm gonna forget that you even existed. Like
word. I do it with everything. I do it with jobs. I do it with
Mhm.
family members. I do it with everything, yo. Like literally everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And sometimes I'm thinking like, yo, am I just a monster?
No, we
You know what I
soul
mean?
survivors.
Like, damn, why am I doing this? Why I act like this for, yo? Like, no, that's not right, yo. But it's like, what do they want me to do? They want me to wait? Like, I'm not doing that.
No, hey, and there's nothing wrong with reinventing yourself. I reinvent myself all the time.
you, she be reinventing herself every day. She's like, Mr. Best, I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna try
Yeah,
that, and I'm gonna try
yeah,
that.
all the time. They never know how I'm coming, and I keep it just like that.
Oh man. You know what I mean? You gotta have different. You gotta be like the what they call it, the Baskin Robbins. You gotta have like 31 flavors. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. Keep them guessing. You gotta keep them guessing. And they know how you
But
gonna
see,
come. They can stop. What you're doing. Stop your movements. You know what I'm saying? What they said.
mm,
Never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. All right.
mm, mm. Man, I be trying not to be too cold out here with the game. I be trying to be nice. I really do. She said, "I came in this world naked. We gonna die naked." Woo! She said, "That's right,
Facts.
Queen."
Facts.
Man, man,
Big facts.
shooting right now.
Yes, we gonna die alone. Yes, that's it.
You ever watch the show Power?
I am the biggest 50 Cent fan. You know I watch Power. You already know. You
All
know
right.
I am his future
Um,
ex-wife.
remember that time when Tommy had his homeboys with him when he was in New York, right? Remember he got separated from Ghost and he had
Mhm.
his own little gang or whatever, and the
Yeah,
dude was tripping. And he was like, "Wait, you want to leave? Want to get up out of here then?"
exactly. Yep.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even though Tommy was kind of wrong in the situation, like he still was like, "Yo, get up out of here!" Like he didn't even care. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm gonna just send out a PSA. Look, get up out of here then if you want to get up out of here. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Yep. We
That's all I'm
not
gonna say.
begging nobody for nothing. Nothing.
Nothing, man. Nah, man.
I mean, the
As
hate
you see,
motivates me though. The hate, the more
I just
people hate on me, and telling me I can't do it and all this stuff, that just make me do it 10 times better than I would have did it if they'd have left me alone. Now I got to show out when I do it, but that may be a Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you see, the show just keep on coming and coming and coming. The show just gonna keep on coming and coming and coming. You know what I mean? Because when the times when I'm like, man, I don't want to do this, when they kind of go against me and kind of show unloyalty, it's just like it just fuels the fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like word. You know what I mean? Like I was chilling. I didn't even want to play the fourth quarter. I was trying to chill and sit on the bench.
Yes, I love when people go against me. I love it. That's like, oh, I'm gonna have to show y'all how this works. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole lot go against me in 2022. When I tell you everything got better, the way I look got better, the way I talk got better, everything got better. I said, damn. I said, I think Jesus be doing this stuff for a reason. He was like, yo, it's time to level up. The only way you level up is through hate. So let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to think, you know?
Man, salute to my man Grizz up in the building. What up, Grizz?
Hello,
you know what I mean? Always up in the building showing love. And that's the thing that irritates me too. If I always showed you love and now you want to switch up, that's whack to me. And I ain't trying to hear no excuses. I ain't trying to hear nothing about nothing, no excuses. If I always showed you love, like I've never shown you no disrespect, I can't hear no excuses on that. Right. You know what I mean? Ain't no excuses on that. Almost really ain't no forgiveness on that, really, anyway. With that being said, too. You know what I mean? Salute to M3, man. Hate to be vicious like that, but yo, charge it to the game. You know what I mean? Listen, but that's not what we're here for, okay? I just had to get that off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get that off a little bit, little, you know what I mean? Little shoulder shrug. You know what I mean? Okay. You know, the purpose of the show tonight, we're going to talk about something that needs to be talked about, okay? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And the topic that we're talking about today is something that we were both, you know, having a conversation about. And it's something that I think that we really, really got to chime in on. Because I'm looking on the internet and I'm always seeing, you know, people saying, oh, men and women need to do this. Or men and women need to do that. Or the black community this. Or the single women that. Or the married people this. Or the OGs this. Or the young people this, right?
Right. No
and I'm thinking, all these things that y'all saying, do y'all really want solutions?
Exactly.
Or do y'all want to be entertained? You know what I mean? Do you really want solutions or you want to be entertained? Because at this point, I'm really on the fence, and I don't really know if you really even want solutions or you just want to be entertained. Now, if you want to be entertained, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Just say that. If you don't want to really help the community, if you kind of want to, you know, sponge up the community, I'm not just talking about you two, I'm talking about the community as a whole, right? Yeah. If you really don't really want real solutions, right, and you really don't want to grow, then just say that, right? But all this fake black power and all this fake unity and all this fake love and all that, you know what I mean? All this fake Christianity, fake Muslim, fake Buddhism, all this fake stuff. It's just a bunch of fake. Yes. You know what I mean? Because when I look up, I still see the hood existing. Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of y'all do have the resources to help. You know what I mean? I don't have the resources to help. Not the way I used to. Y'all know I had health issues. Y'all documented my journey. I told y'all that I'm kind of getting myself back together. I'm not what I used to be. But if I was in the shape that I needed to be in, oh yeah, I would do a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So everybody understands about me. So I'm not bull crapping you. But all this, you know what I mean? No, nobody pissed me off. It's just the fact that I'm just seeing a lot of fakeness as far as the community, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Do we really stand on what we're saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, do we really want things to change? You know what I mean? And I'm so tired of hearing that y'all want to change, and y'all really don't. You really don't want change, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want liberation. You don't want to fight for no causes. You know what I mean? You don't really want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. I mean, you barely want to even do things in your life. You don't even want to really even chase your dreams or even work. Let's just be honest about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's be real about this. So I'm seeing all this fake stuff, and I'm just calling it out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know? And, you know what I mean? When you call these things out, people get defensive, right? You know what I mean? Or they try to make excuses, or they try to say, Well, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's all these things, right? Instead of just saying, you know what? Yeah, man, I ain't really trying to help the community. I don't really want no solutions. You know what I mean? I just want to bullshit around. But evolution is on you, sis. Go ahead.
I feel like, people want change, but they don't want to work for it. You know what I'm saying? We have like a lot of people that complain, and they don't do anything about their situation. You know what I'm saying? Or, I guess it's the laziness, and it's a lot of, like I always say, it's a lot of complaining. I be so tired of the complaints and nothing is changing. You know what I'm saying? I want to, a lot of change myself. But you know what I found out? And this going to sound real bad, right? I like who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought I had to change to make people feel comfortable around me. But now I'm on some, I don't care. If you're comfortable around me, you're not. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can do with me, and either you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, get to the point where you can take whatever I'm saying, you can get a jewel out of it, you know what I'm saying, or kick rocks, like we were saying earlier. Like I've been trying to do the whole 2024 change thing, but I'm fine with who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I love myself. I am fine with who I am. I'm a firecracker, but I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? People, this is another thing. If you change to somebody else, it ain't gonna last. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us change to other people. It's not gonna last. I just feel like we don't have the work ethic that we should have when it comes to the things that we want. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's lacking. It's the will. It's the training. It's the teaching. It's kind of the desire almost. And that's what I feel is going to hold us back a lot as a community, as a people. I mean,
Now, is there anyone to blame, right? And that's all right. If y'all want to blame the men, you can blame the men tonight. If you want to blame the women, you can blame the women. I'm all for this conversation. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'm just tired of seeing the phoniness. That's all I am. I'm just tired of seeing it. You know what I mean? Let me get to the comments real quick. M3 says, Mr. Best, you remind me of something, but I'll hit you up later for community building. Yes, sir. And all seriousness, that's why discernment is vital. And M3, agrees with Ruby Doll. She says hi to M3. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? If it is a man or woman thing, if you think the kids are out of line, you know what I mean? Whatever you think. You know what I mean? If you want to bring up the government, I'm all for it. Okay? Mm-hmm. But let's just stop the phoniness of us acting like we want to be woke, or we want to be concerned, or we care about what this celebrity said, whether it's Cat Williams or whatever else. You don't care. You don't care.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't really care. All right? You know what I mean? And for the ones who do care, your voices need to be a lot louder, man. All right? Okay? You need to be a lot louder. You need to be a lot stronger out here. Because we're just, we're not, the results is not showing. The math ain't mathing out here.
Right. Okay? Yes, definitely.
You know what I mean? And like I said, whatever y'all feel tonight, if you feel like the women are unruly, right, they need to change. If you feel like the men are unruly, we need to change. Usually, I don't even allow this type of talk. But tonight, I'm going to allow it. Okay?
Me too.
So, God damn it, something got to change. Okay? All right? I'm sick of seeing the same old BS over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it the school system? Is it socialism? Do you want to blame the LGBTQ community? Whatever you want to blame tonight, I'm all for it. All right? But that whole solution stuff, and y'all want to build a community, you want unity, all that, I don't hear it, I don't see it, man. Where's it at?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Show me something different. You know what I mean? Show me something different. You show me something different, I'll say something different.
Definitely.
But until then, I'll be shooting. And I'll be saying what I'm saying.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So I'm leaving that up to you, Evolution. Who you want? Who it falls on? Who does it fall on? It fall on everybody. Who it fall on? Keep it G right here. We here. Let's go.
I think it does fall on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like our community, we have a lot of complaints. I can't say that enough. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of complaints. It's a lot of finger pointing. And it's no solutions. Like this is my thing. If you got a problem with me, You got to say, find a constructive way to tell me what the problem is and how maybe I could change it. Now it's up to me to change it. You get what I'm saying? But just don't be telling me this is how you are. This is what, and it's no solution. You get what I'm saying? I respect somebody that has a plan. So if you have an issue, tell me what's the plan. What should I do differently? I'm open to that. You know. Thank you, RT. Thank you. You know, salute to you. I'm so open to that. But just the complaining really gets on my nerves. You know. Another thing is, like I said, the work ethic. Like we let people tear us down. We stop moving. You know, I even broke up with somebody over this. You know, it's the white man. It's the reason why we can't move, why we can't do anything, because they not going to let us. And, you know, and my point to that was, so what do you say to the people that already did what you want to do? What do you say to them? What was the difference between you and them? What was the difference between you getting up and going to school? You know, you getting up and learning a trade. You get what I'm saying? You know, or you going after that woman that you wanted, anything, you know, the car, the house, whatever. What was the difference between them and you? Because y'all colors are the same. You get what I'm saying? I only talk about my community. I really don't talk about no other communities. I really don't care about any other communities. I'm just going to be real. I talk about my people, you know, and it was like a knockout, drag out. You get what I'm saying? I always quote the Willie Lynch thing, and I may quote it later on, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm going to see an example of it come up on this show. I'm just, you know, waiting for it. But I think our mindsets have to be different. Now, this is how I feel like our mindsets have to be different, right? There's nothing wrong with pulling your brother, your sister coattails, you know what I'm saying? You know, somebody can see me do something. That's up to me. You can tell me what it is, what you think is wrong. I'll ponder it. Now, either I want to change or I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with that. You know, I think we should kind of coattail chuck each other a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with that. You get what I'm saying? As long as it's done in love, you know, and constructive criticism. There's none of that. You know what I see on social media? And this is why I kind of left social media. I left social media as far as a lot of the work that I was doing. And last year, you know, and the thing about it was I see people backbiting, you know what I'm saying, and talking crazy about each other and having lives where they just tear people down, you know. Now, it's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I watch it. I take notes. You know, sometimes I even screenshot and snap pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you never know when you may need that stuff. But the thing of it is damn, look how we look as a community. We look like clowns. You know what I'm saying? Almost on a 24-hour basis on a lot of things that I look at. I don't see too many like educational, you know, things in social media. I see us trying to date and having these crazy, you know, things that we want, stuff that we don't even have. And we just out of control as a community. I hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say oppressor, but the agenda is winning. You know, I can't say too much about that agenda, you know what I'm saying? Because it's on a lot of these platforms. But y'all can always holler at me later because it's a lot of stuff I'm watching. Look at our presidential debate. Look how that's going. A lot of people don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
We too busy, you know, black women eat rats and nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy stuff. It don't even make no sense. Like we're very one-dimensional, and that's a problem. You know,
huge problem.
Yeah.
So okay, so all right, so you're saying that you are willing to have the conversations, right?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So okay, so is it okay? Now, in having a conversation, is more is it more about the person's delivery and how they coming at you? Because you know, anybody can tell you, okay, you're doing this, that, and the third one, right? And salute to our music curator, Von Eric. I see you in the building, bro. What's good? Also, salute to Average Black Man Show. What's going on, brother? Salute. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Average Black Man Show and every other podcast that's on here, man. Show them love. You know what I mean? Definitely salute to them, man. Show them love. But yeah, like, is it really based on, you know what I mean, like the delivery of a person, you know, or kind of maybe the topic that they want to talk to you about? Maybe you feel like maybe too personal. You know what I mean? Can they really talk to you about really anything that they feel is a character flaw or something that they feel like you need to change? Or are there things that's kind of off topic?
Well, I'm the type of person, I'm open to anything. I believe the delivery is key, especially from where I grew up, where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? In Brooklyn, there is no thing called I'm just going to accept your disrespect. There's always a way to talk to people. Talk to me like you would talk to your mama. You get what I'm saying? Talk to me like you would talk to your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you know what I'm saying, you're trying to be nice and you're trying to get some at the end of the night. I need you to talk like that. I don't need you to come at me all hard because again, I'm very feminine, as you can see. But you know what I'm saying? I plays no game. You want to call me masculine, whatever. You get what I'm saying? So either you put me in a feminine space when you talk to me, man or woman, because I turn up on women too. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity turn up. I'm also equal opportunity with my hands. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, this is the thing. All stuff like that can be avoided if you know how to talk to people. Like, have you seen the shows and I come up here and I be like, look, I'm a DJ. I'm in a studio. My words are hitting off the walls. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a studio. I do all my content in the studio. So it's very loud. You know what I'm saying? So you may think I'm yelling, but I'm not. And I always say that so people don't feel like, oh my God, she's aggressive or she mad. Because one, you'll see it on my face. You don't have to guess. You get what I'm saying? It's stuff like that, you know, and I do that so people understand that I'm just talking. It's not crazy or, because they already feel that I'm aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm not. You know, it's stuff like that. It's the how can you say it? That those pre-notion, those let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you, I'm not coming to you in disrespect. I'm trying to help you. If you don't want my help, it's okay. But let me just put this thought in your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's people online that I don't even know. Sometimes I send them stuff like, yo, like I just saved somebody's relationship a couple of days ago. Why the relationship is on social media, I don't know. But I had to tell homegirl, like, girl, he had your back. He wasn't in here. He had your back. He held you down. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Be humble. And that eventually she said, oh, well, if such a course said it, then, you know what I'm saying? I know her from other shows. All right, so I'm going to chill. And I said, nah, he had you. He pinned it and it stayed up there for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Just on some, you know, let me check my homegirl. I like her. And I just want to make sure she don't fall. Dude had a lot of money.
She don't jump out the window. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And she still to this day, if I come in, I say something, I don't know her, but I just know I like her style, everything like that. I could have been on so, oh, she just going to mess up a good dude. Or you get those women that say, oh, well, she about to fumble this bag. Let me get on that. That ain't me. I feel like karma comes back. Some karma kills people. So you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about that. You know, but again, we can't help our sisters and brothers like we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Well, I mean, but okay. Well, if you're talking about somebody's relationship, then that's you kind of digging in deep waters here. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. Most people ain't trying to disclose their relationship. Salute to my man Big Rick Slaps. What's going on? What's going on?
Hey,
also salute to the homie Raldo the Ruler. Raldo, what's going on? Salute my brother. Much love. You know what I mean? I might be struggle streaming a little bit, so forgive me.
But you know that part is crazy right there.
I'm trying to get it back in. Okay, I'm back. So, average black man shows, I agree, hyper individualism hinders many of us from having healthy relationships. Okay. All right, so it can. So y'all saying individualism is a character flaw or something that we express as well. But I think so this is my question, right? Don't we need a sense of individualism to kind of survive, right? Because sometimes we don't want to be individuals, right? Sometimes we want to build communities, but trying to be a part of community is not really financially applicable to our situation, right? Sometimes I have to be more individualistic because I need to eat for the night, or I need to eat for the week, or I got to pay my rent for the month. So it's either I'm going to make it happen or I'm going to get left behind, right? Some people's pressure is that deep. You know what I mean? Where if I don't get this hours, you know what I mean? He said not individualism, hyper individualism. But what's the difference though? Wasn't it between hyper individualism and individualism? You can always come up and express yourself, bro. The link is pinned in the chat. And I'll drop the link again for anybody who want to come up and just share their perspective. If you want to come up and share, you know what I mean? This is a safe zone, a respectful zone. You know what I mean? And you know how we get down out here. So yeah, it's all about love. So Ruby Doll says some people like live very chaotic lives in real life, and it's indicative of their conversation. It's these same people that are loaded with ego and obf- obfuscation. Okay.
I'm talking about use them big words.
Oh yeah, she going in tonight. Okay. You know what I mean? Salute to Fish.
I'm
Fish.
talking
What's
about.
going on? I like that Ruby Doll is, stepping up the vernacular and the
Okay,
vocabulary.
queen.
I mean, Lady Phoenix says, but first, Evolution Era Media. Hey, beautiful sister. Hey, what's going on, Lady Phoenix? I'm
Hey,
glad you're giving
baby,
everybody a shout out. You
salute
know what I
to
mean?
you,
Giving a shout out to
queen.
Evolution first for showing love.
I
Then
love
she says,
it.
we need some strong women who cater to a good man's ego, or she can raise the next generation in safety and comfort. Okay. Rue got bars, baby. I see you, Rue. I see you. I see you. Okay, but okay. All right, and I get that. Individualism, right? Maybe gender roles play a part into this, right? Into it not being where we are on one accord, right? I get everything that y'all saying, right? But my whole argument is, right, why are we letting these things still why are we letting these things get in our way, right? If we know the objective, we know the bottom line, right? Like we able to do everything proficiently, sound, and we're able to get everything done, right? If you need to get your taxes done, y'all doing your taxes. If y'all need to get all these other things done, you're doing them. You're getting them done. You have no problem getting them done, right? You know what I mean? Is it because y'all fear the government more than y'all fear? You know what I mean? Not actually really being united, right? Is that really the case? Don't tell me that y'all out here really being afraid of the powers that be more than anything else. So you're able to you'll go through all these things to pay taxes and do all these other things and keep certain things in order, right? But when it comes to your own community or it comes to things around you, you just let it fall apart. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it could be on YouTube, it could be anywhere. You know what I mean? Salute to Ruby Dawn, I'm glad she's on the check in. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm talking about across the board, right? So really, is it whether it's individualism and all these other things, right? Some of these things that we do, right? Sometimes a woman can't really be submissive to a man at the moment because she got to feed her kids, so she got to be in her masculine energy or what they call masculine energy, right?
Bible
Or
mode.
sometimes she just got to pay her bills, whatever she got to do. So she can't sit here and just be this old, nice, traditional, smiley face. I'm a bake you biscuits and all that type of shit type of woman, right? She may have to be on a turn up. Now, I mean, not saying that she don't want to be that, right? Not saying that she don't want to cater to a man or cater to a man, right? Or even if she's attracted to men, because maybe she don't even like men like that. Who knows, right? But with that being said, right? Maybe she has to be certain ways in order to survive. I think all the things that we choose to do, whether it's being a certain gender role, whether it's being individualistic, a lot of these things we do based on survival or what we're taught. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not saying that this is a good reason. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. But when the push comes to shove and your back is against the wall, what do you expect people to do? You know what I mean? Salute Ruby Doll. What's going on? What's going on, Ruby Doll?
What's up, family? What's up, guys?
Hey, queen.
My kids are totally sleeping, so I'm like, yes, I can talk about ground shit. No, thanks for having me. I just wanted
So
to
I'm like,
remind
yes,
us
I can talk
of
about ground shit.
no,
What's that?
thanks for. Oh, is that an echo? Is that me echoing?
Yeah, it was an echo. It stopped
I
though.
got it. I got it. You good. You
You
good.
got it?
It was
Okay.
your
Oh,
brother, but he
okay.
cool. I got it.
Okay. I just wanted to remind us as like content creators because it's like as long as the internet's going to be affordable, people are just going to come and vomit on here. So it's like discernment, which I mentioned is like highly important. And then for those that read the Bible, there's a lesson from Paul to the Thessalonians, not trying to be all whatever, but it really stuck in my head because he was mentioning to them the importance of their delivery, the way that you say things, the way that you explain things. And I think that falls on us. It doesn't fall on these trolls that come in here and say whatever the fuck they want, or somebody that's just loaded with ego. I think that when we signed up to do podcasting or to create these safe spaces, we also have to leave room for people that are going to challenge us. And I think as a word of caution to creators, don't get mixed up in that I guess that resistance of trying to be right all the time, because I think that powerful places like this one, when people come together earnestly, whether they want to be entertained, Mr. Best, or they're trying to learn something, it's all energy. And so it's just like, I like how you, for example, you, Queen Evolution, people that tend to come on here and really, I guess, what's the call? It's not control, but it's like direct. When you direct, you redirect. I think that any logical person who listens to outside or to like a third party conversation can discern for themselves too, like, oh, that person's hella full of shit. That person's capping right now. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't no, I think arguing on the internet is so dumb. Like, I'd rather show up and fight. Like, let's go.
Yes.
Damn, Ruby don't ready to throw hands. Okay, Ruby.
Yeah,
I
get a
got
little
my brother
exercise in.
Got my brother Prometheus in here. Brother, definitely share perspective. Everybody mute up because I know he has a little bit of echo, so everybody just mute up.
The echo was I still had the other video playing in the background. That was my fault. But what I wanted to
Oh,
say.
you good, brother? Salute.
Right on. Appreciate you for having me on. The difference in individualism and hyper individualism is, to be an individual is a natural thing. That's what we all supposed to do. We're not supposed to be followers. We're supposed to be able to stand in ourselves and be who we are. But the hyper individualism comes in as a problem when you want to have a relationship, and it's like, well, this is what I want. I don't care what you want. I don't need you to do this for me. I don't need you to do that for me. I can do it for myself. You're here because I want you to be. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the idea of not needing or wanting to accept help. That's the hyper individualism. Like, you know, it can be good and it can be bad. You know what I mean? It just all depends on circumstance and how the situation is formed together.
It doesn't leave room for a lot of learning when you think you know it all.
Very true. Very true. Yep.
But those things, right? Aren't they learned behaviors, right? Aren't they learned behaviors?
Yeah, that we gotta unlearn.
Okay. I like how Ruby Doll, you know, she came up with the Bible and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not even a Bible scholar. It's just an example that.
I see you.
I like that too. I like Ruby.
Y'all can call me Pastor Rue now. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all: are y'all the type of like individuals that if somebody, you know, pulls you to the side and say, you know, give you like criticism? One, what type of criticism can you handle? And two, are you willing to change?
I love criticism. Because if it's helping to build me, then that's what I want anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Criticism is only, in my opinion, viewed in the positive when it's constructive. Constructive criticism is literally the definition of helping you grow and become better. Now, just to criticize someone because of whatever issues that person got going on, if they jealous of you or whatever, then that's a whole different animal altogether.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, and I definitely understand that.
I'm not gonna lie though, right? And maybe this is, and I've said this before on the stream. Ah, man. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but some things I ain't willing to change. Some things I kind of have grown so accustomed to. And like I said, it's not recommended. I don't recommend this. Okay? It's not recommended. Right? Me and Ruby Doll have had talks even as early as this morning of me maybe changing some shit that I need to change. And I don't recommend a lot of the hard Stone Cold shit that I follow. But you know what I mean? That's, you know, sometimes that's the sort I'm willing to go on, because for me to really trust somebody in that way, or for me to let my guard down that way, I almost feel like I'm opening myself up for attack. You know what I mean? So I feel like I have to have a certain exterior so that it's protecting myself from other energies and other people. You know what I mean? But if I allow these energies to come in and they manifest into my life, right, and I'm not safeguarding it, and now I know I should have safeguarded it, now I'm upset because I'm like, I knew that I should have been on guard, I should have been on point, I should have been on my square, but I wasn't on that, and now look what happened, right? So now I get irritated because I feel like I should have been on my square in the first place. You know what I mean? So the vulnerability or the things that I need to basically change things, which does take vulnerability and accountability in certain areas. Some things I'm just I'm like now I'm willing to go all out for it. You know what I mean? Because if I don't go all out for it, then it's like I'm gonna leave myself open for attack, and that's not what I'm willing to do, whether it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing illegal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't messing with nobody kids or nothing like that. I ain't doing nothing crazy. So, you know what I mean? These are just things that I don't really like talking about. I don't like one thing that I was saying on the show last night. And salute to Knowledge of Relationships. They had a man show last night. You know what I mean? Salute to Lady Novea. You know what I mean? Salute, much love, family. I was talking about the show on the show the other night. Like, I am not willing to talk about my feelings when it comes to the opposite sex. Not online, right? I'll troll, we'll have fun, I'll joke around. I'll say, "Oh, you women need to cook more." Like, I'll joke around or something like that. But to give you in depth, like feelings about how I feel about women and heartbreak, I'm not talking about that. I'm just not. You know what I mean? Would it help somebody? Probably so. But you ain't gonna get it from me. You know what I mean? Maybe the brother up top may talk to you about that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I mean? And like I said, maybe it's not right. Maybe I need to be more open to it. But I'm just not willing to do it. So that's where I'm at with it.
I think you're too hard on yourself sometimes, fam. And it tends to, I see this a lot in very strong people generally, where shit always, like the bulk of stuff like falls on them. Excuse me. I could consider myself in that position at times, but I'm more conscious of it only because I'm tired. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it. So there's certain things that I definitely will not do that we was doing last year, you know? So I just think that sometimes we should like, for instance, you're very tribe like, right? I would agree that everybody here has a tribe mentality. Am I correct?
Break down what a tribe is, because I don't want to give you the wrong answer.
I definitely got that. If you ain't down with me, you ain't down with me. I'm with it.
Well, it's the opposite of hyper individualism. It's like, it's not about what I just need. It's about what we all need and how can we work cohesively and serve each other. So my point in saying the village part is, Mr. Best, you do a lot of stuff for us. I haven't even known you that long, and you're like a wonderful friend to talk to. So, and you also create a lot of opportunities for people. So keep doing that, and just understand that you also should be able to pull from your village as well. So we being your online village over here, you don't got to tell us everything, but you should have some level of safe with us.
Okay, I definitely hear that. I definitely hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely cognizant of trying to be more open to that as well. You know what I'm saying? So you're not wrong in sharing that. You know what I mean? And maybe I do need to be more a lot more loose on what I mean, on just my own self and just how I approach things. So yeah, I definitely get what you're saying.
I don't
You know
know
what I
if
mean?
loose is the word. I don't know, but I think the word could be more compassionate to yourself. Because another thing I learned, I wish I came up with this, but compassion that doesn't include ourselves is incomplete. And that's kind of low key fake. Like, if we being nice to everybody and we mistreat ourselves, don't you think that's fake?
I get what you
That's
mean,
confusion.
but I rather take out if I got an issue, I'd rather take it out on myself than on someone else. You know what I mean?
Why?
Like,
That's noble, but I'm just talking about compassion. I'm just talking about just the, like, while you're worrying about what the world needs, what your woman needs, what your community needs, what does Mr. Best need? And that's actually for everybody, because I'm guilty of that too. I'm trying to take on everybody's problems when it's like, wait, I didn't even eat today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
mm,
I kind
well,
of
I'm
think
gonna
that's
eat
kind of a
though.
guy thing. I think that's a guy thing. And this is just my opinion. Emphasis on my opinion. I think that's a guy thing in the sense of is that we're kind of wired to be that way. We're kind of wired to say, my family, my kids, my wife, all of that comes first. They are my priority to the point to where it's I die for them. You know what I mean? What I need comes last. As long as I make sure my kids and my wife, everybody is good, then I can take a breath and say, okay, let me sit down and watch the game or something like that. You know what I mean? I think that's just a guy thing, how we're wired. I think that's what that's really about, in my opinion. Emphasis, my opinion.
Oh yeah, sure. Society has done a number on everybody. They have us thinking that we can't survive without a man out here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things there's a lot of noise in our head. But my only point in saying that is not even like, it's not even on some like, oh, okay, evolution, like from Mr. Best's point of view, right? Oh, like an example, evolution, you're gonna have to take up all my load or my whole workload, right? It's not even that. It's just like meeting people where they are at the same time. Like for instance, putting yourself first doesn't mean that your needs go before your wife, because it's all encompassing. When she's taking care of you, you're at ease. So that's for you too. But what I'm saying is, how often do we neglect ourselves, and we can only use societal norms so much, you know what I mean? Until we're like, and it's there, and as we're thinking solution, right? We're trying to be solution based. We really have to start like the micro, because that reveals the macro. You feel me? Am I making sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I definitely understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I definitely get it. It's
Yeah, I dig it because she made me think about something now. You know, a lot of people, you know, think being selfish is bad, but selfish and self-care is kind of the same thing at some point. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not wrong to want to take a moment for yourself and take care of you and decompress. And, you know, we can only compartmentalize so much. At some point, we have to, like, I agree, we have to at some point do some self-care, some self-reflecting, some digging, some soul searching, whatever term you want to use, and make sure that our mental health is good and not just worried about the well-being of people around us.
Yes. Yeah. Or pleasing others. I feel like you should be first regardless. Like it should be you. If you don't take care of you, then it's a wrap for everything else. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's exactly what you just said, King. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you should be number one at all times. And I used to think that was selfish, but then I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? What happens if something happened to me? You know what I'm saying? Most people put themselves first anyway. You know what I'm saying? As far as the whole, like I don't get me wrong, I love my community. You know what I'm saying? And I try to help my community, and how I do it is through my speaking. You know what I'm saying? Having these discussions. I'll talk about anything I think but family. I got a sore spot when we talk about family in a certain capacity because of how my life is. You know what I'm saying? But I will be there to support. You know what I'm saying? But that's some of my solutions, right? But I'm really not like tribal like that. Like, not at all. Like if the group ain't moving, I will move. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just gotta leave folks behind. I love people that are tribal, that love community and stuff like that, and they gotta move with the community. I don't have to move with the community though. And I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, sometimes some people in the community don't want to move, and then you get no advancement. No, you don't prosper at all because you're waiting for others. I never really have been like that. You get what I'm saying? So I respect it.
But ain't that what women want though? Y'all want the men to stand up and, you know what I mean? Grab the flag, you know what I mean?
Leaders.
To make it happen, right? Don't
that's
say
the buzz. That's the buzz. That's the buzzword. We're the men that's leaders. That's the buzzword. When men gonna lead, when they gonna stand up and be leaders.
We don't have a lot of leaders, unfortunately. And when women kind of finally get that in their minds, and we don't have a lot of leaders. Either you're gonna teach a man to be a leader, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna pick him up from the bootstraps and teach him how to be a leader if he is not. If you see that type of okay, he'll be a great leader. It's almost like
can a woman really do that though? Can she teach him? Can she teach a man how to lead though? Ain't that another man's job?
it's supposed to be their daddy job and they brothers and stuff, but a lot of them fall through the cracks. You see a lot of men see other men do stuff that's crazy and they celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? Including treating women bad. So, you know, and I've had a lot of dudes that I've had to say, you know what, I'm gonna teach you how this go. I see the leader quality in you. I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna show you how this works. You know what I'm saying? But then the bad part about this is you make them a leader, and I kind of start resenting them, and sometimes I make them a leader for the next chick. You know what I'm saying? Because I done helped you so much. I know it ain't. I know I had to get you there. I done made you good for the next girl. And I'm okay with that. I pat myself on the back. I held you down. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm making leaders for other women. I'm tired of that. You know, it's I've done it so many times, including within the last year. I'm tired of it for other women.
You're just making them better than how you found them.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say that's a sentiment that's actually shared amongst men and women. You know, everyone, when they have a relationship with someone, whether it be good or bad, if it doesn't work out, you grow from it. So the version of you that leaves that relationship is not the version of you that started that relationship. So everyone, in a sense, makes someone better.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, sir. I was gonna say that to build on what the queen said, because I understand what she's saying. And so I want to personally thank all the men actually in my life, including my brothers, who've helped me with the mentality of a more of a logical approach. So because I have had a lot of men around my life, it's like I'm not over here trying to find one, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because someone already showed me how honorable and how valuable I am. So I feel like as a leader, you know, because there's a really, I would say there's a force that's trying to disrupt families, right? Knowing that this force is out there just has to like bring us to like more grips on like what is important. So for real, like I wasn't always as remarkable as I think I am today. Let's just say that, you know what I'm saying? I had a really poor mentality, but, and I'm still working on it, but the poor mentality that caused poor choices was because I wasn't taking accountability. I was being overly emotional and I was just blaming other people and just like, well, you know, so I think that once somebody like goes through some shit for real, you tend to learn some things, and it's all about the application of it. So yeah, I like how we can sharpen each other that way. And I'm totally fine with being in a relationship and somebody leaves that relationship being a better person. I'd rather have that than the opposite.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it.
So all right, so y'all would be okay with y'all helping to basically, you're in a relationship with a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're helping him to reach his potential, and then he just leaves. Like,
if that's how the ball bounces, if the relationship's over and it's not like anything can help it, why wouldn't you want to leave somebody better than you found them on some real shit? Unless you had ill will or malice, you know, and that falls on us. So that's a fucked up trait of the human. You feel me?
And that also falls on the individuals too, because it's all good. I was gonna say that also falls on the individual and whether or not they choose to receive the lesson that they learned from that situation. Because a person can go and be in a relationship with someone that's toxic or whatever buzzword you want to use, you know, just an unhealthy relationship, and they can learn from it and they can receive the lesson and grow from it, or they can just 100% dismiss it and say, well, it wasn't me, it was that person, you know. And never take a moment to reflect on themselves and say, well, maybe I did XYZ that contributed to ABC. You know what I mean? It's a lot of factors and nuances and caveats that fall into this that a lot of people just either don't take the time to realize or they don't care to.
Okay. That's
I,
it. Hey,
Is
I
I,
want
everybody
perspective.
married besides me?
Say it
14
again.
years. 14 years.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you ain't married, Evolution?
No, I don't even think they created my man yet. I don't think I'm gonna find him. I'm just gonna be honest. I think I'm just gonna have to have relationships until I can't have them, let them go, and have somebody else. See what I'm saying? I'm fine with that.
Or we can do some manifestations. We can do maybe some, some system manifestations. Because I'm not married either, but I have been married twice. I think I shared that before.
Okay.
And so it's not like I'm speaking from no experience. And I actually am down with the whole marriage thing. You feel me? But it has to make sense more so. And I look at it now from more of a business and an empire building than a romantic notion. Because I think that is what marriage is.
It absolutely is a contract. That's why you sign a contract with the state. And I think that's a flaw that, like you said, those societal norms have trained us to believe, is that a marriage is about being happy and feeling good
Yeah.
and this, oh, we're so in love and all of that type of stuff. But
Mm.
what happens when that person get on your nerves?
Or that
You know,
person gets sick, or there's
or
a
get
loss
sick.
of
Oh,
finances.
that's that's
Real
another one.
shit.
I spoke about that. I had a conversation about that with somebody. It was a post that said, if you were in a relationship with your spouse, and your spouse got in a car accident and became paraplegic, what's your next move? And a lot of people was like, oh man, I'm leaving. Like, it's not my job to be his mom. I'm not gonna wipe his ass and all that. It's like,
Ew,
well,
that's
wait.
disgusting.
That's crazy.
But that's just what it is. If you would want your husband to do that for you, if you know, God forbid, you were in some type of car accident and you lost the use of your legs, you would want your spouse to be absolutely supportive and help you through your life.
Absolutely.
That's what they signed up for. But back to that hyper individualism I was talking about. It's like, oh, this is not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up to be your mom. I didn't sign up to raise you and change your clothes and give you a bath and all of that. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I've known people who believe that way. And that's what I'm talking about, is disgusting, that framework, that mind, you know what I'm saying? So like, but at the same time, it's like we're deeply flawed individuals. We are going to say some wild shit. But I think that as community leaders, we even have, that, I forget what it's called, but when you're at a certain rank of leadership, you can't be sleeping with the secretary type of shit, right? There's a certain ethical thing there. You know what I mean? And so I think if I'm going to set myself apart as a critical thinker and as a mother in the community, as a leader, I'm going to really have a vested interest on what's going on in my environment, right? I'm not gonna think that I can solve everything, but I am gonna add my 2 cents where I can, because sometimes people have to hear another perspective.
Okay, but I'm gonna share something controversial, right? So, in that instance that y'all naming, right? Somebody gets in an accident, and salute to my sister DD Taylor. Salute family.
What's
Good to
up,
see you.
everybody?
Right now, somebody gets in an accident, right? Now, the person that's still healthy, if they're not getting certain needs met, right? Can they now go venture out and get those needs met somewhere else?
Oh, I love that you asked that.
That's a conversation that needs to be had in that relationship.
Individually, yes.
Yeah, right. That's just not something that you just, well,
Assume.
You don't feel entitled to. Like, it's no different than the man that makes all the money and he has a housewife and he feels like, well, since I'm paying all the bills and stuff, I'm supporting her lifestyle. Why don't I get to go out and have some fun? I reward myself with it.
Right.
It's that mentality, you know.
I'll share
Okay.
a personal story. I know somebody whose husband had a stroke last year, and the topic of her intimacy needs came up. And this is why I respect this man so much. He told his wife pretty much like, okay, if this is going down, I want you to be careful, and I don't want it to affect what we have in this home. So in the same, like, even though, and he doesn't want to know about it. So I was just so impressed by his, I guess, just his perspective. And I was impressed by her level of honesty, because the fact of the matter is, my homegirl can just, and like any one of us, go out the door and just get some, right? But she came to her husband and she said, hey, I love you. I don't want you to get the wrong idea, but your girl got some needs. And no, it's not, and it's going to be a while, right? It's a while for these things to occur. And she would probably do more damage trying to be intimate with this man anyway. So it's not like there's a trying thing. You know what I'm saying? So I really respected my girl for that. I respected her husband. And I think that that's healthy. And just like Mr. Is it Timotheus?
Yeah, that's close enough.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
How do I pronounce?
Timotheus.
Okay, Timotheus, as Mr. Timotheus said, like, that is an individual thing between that. And I even thought for myself, I said, well, if I was in a relationship and I was not able to, would I be as understanding? So that's just something to ponder on.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we married. Now, now it's different. Maybe
Evolution, you tapping? You tapping out?
Yeah, because my thing is, no, you cannot. Are you crazy? No. That means when I get well, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna step out too. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing.
Okay, wait. What if the shoe was on the other foot?
All over town.
What if the shoe was on the other foot? What if he got in an accident? Could you wait if he got in an accident? Could you be patient?
Yeah, they got the rolls, they got sex dolls. Why you need to go into somebody else? You know what I'm saying? And I am, I used to be, polyamorous. But I think that if somebody's sick, I think that's the most selfish thing that you could do. You got hands, you know what I'm saying? There's lotion. I don't think you really need to get up under somebody and I'm dealing with this. You got to think.
I think that the intimacy is more of than the actual pleasure itself. I think it's more about the intimacy. You know what I mean?
That's a weak partner to me. That's a weak partner to me. I think that's either gonna hurt a person that's sick to the point where it's gonna conflict with them getting well. You know what I'm saying? Because now you mess with their feelings, their heart, and they trying to get well, or you get what I'm saying? That's either going to give them the strength, like, I can't wait till I get well because I'm going to do them dirty. Because that's how I'm going to be thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at your daddy, your brother. I want it to hurt. I may even touch your mother. You know what I'm saying? I want it to hurt.
That's a vindictive spirit for you if I ever heard one.
Yeah, and all I can do is be real. Like, nah, that probably helped me get better faster. You know what I'm saying? But you won't feel that hurt that I felt. Because you imagine, I'm gonna be honest. I'm also the type of person like this, right? You want to do something so bad. I'll be like, go ahead and do it. But when you go step out there, I have already broken up with you. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of my last relationship.
That's kind of disingenuous.
I've already broken up with you, so you don't even matter to me no more. I'm gonna treat you dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think that's disingenuous, especially if the person is they didn't do the act. They came to you first and they had a conversation to you. And during this conversation, if you're gonna fake the funk and say, "Oh, go ahead and do it," but you really don't mean that, then that's you being disingenuous on you, and any pain that comes from that is your fault, not the other person. The other person came to you wholeheartedly and said, "Hey, I understand the situation. This is what's going on. This is how I'm feeling. How do you feel if X, Y, Z?" And if you got a pride thing and you're like, "Oh yeah, go do what you want to do," but in the back of your mind, you're like, "I'm gonna get your ass back." That's disingenuous. So that means any pain or anything that comes as a result from it is your fault because you did not express how you really felt in that moment.
I respect how you feel. But I said what I said.
No,
Yeah.
totally. And that's the reason why it's however anyone feels. And so that's why I'm saying I like these conversations, because we're not always going to agree. That's fine. As long as you can stand on what you're saying, that's cool.
Yeah, I feel like, and I'm just telling you how I do it. It's no way in the world that I'm sick. I just had an accident, and you talking about your intimacy when I'm fighting for my life. That's the disingenuous part for me. You worried about you, and I'm over here fighting for my life. It don't work like that. You let me get my life back to where I was, or even an inch, and I'm gonna be plotting from the time you say it to the time I get better. And that's just me. Like, you don't do stuff like that. That is super selfish to me. You're
And
not
that's
worried
what
about your intimacy. I'm trying to
but
get
that's
better.
what I'm saying. When that person comes to you and says that, what you just said right now is what you should say. I think that's the most selfish thing you could be asking me right now while I'm laid up in this hospital bed. That's what you say in that moment. You don't be like, oh, go ahead. And then in the back of your mind, you be plotting like, I'm gonna get this mug back. That's what I'm saying.
Say. I'm not gonna say a thing. Now you may say it, but I'm not saying nothing. The fact that you came and asked me that, you showed me who you was. You get what I'm saying? And you picked your position in my life. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you, this is like, I don't understand. It'd be so simple for me sometimes. It's like you're putting your vagina, your penis over me getting better. Like, what? You get what I'm saying? So you're not worried about me as your partner, your life partner, the person, if we married or whatever. You worried about intimacy on your part? Like that to me is I can't forgive that. I'm not going for that. You get what I'm saying? I have now become your worst enemy, and you may not even know it. You get what I'm saying?
Man, Evolution she loves passionately and she hates passionately too. Man.
Yeah.
So in the example where I gave, let's say your husband becomes paraplegic. He's paralyzed from the waist down. So his champion don't stand up and salute no more. So how many years of playing with the rose and all of that type of stuff before you actually the human part of you desires some intimacy? And that's when you come and have that conversation. That's what I'm saying.
This is my thing. Unfortunately, because we are married, I am stuck in that situation. So that role's gonna have to be my best friend. It's a whole bunch of toys out here. I used to sell them. It's a whole bunch of stuff out here that's probably gonna do me better than he could ever do me. You get what I'm saying? It's also about your strength. You know what I'm saying? Your will, how you handle things. You know what I'm saying? If he done, I would either have to get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? And then do me, but I'm not gonna be asking that black man that I sat in front of a judge and all these people and said that I'm gonna be with him the rest of my life till death do us part. And you don't think that's gonna hurt the person that you with? That you over there with somebody else? You couldn't hold it down at all? Like, that's crazy to me. They even asked that. I would be furious. It would. You already made an enemy. Like, I just don't understand that. And I watch movies about that stuff all the time. And, I don't really have a lot of people around me.
I'm watching Lifetime movies now. I'll be watching the Lifetime Tyler Perry movies now.
Yeah, because it'll make you think like people are super selfish. And it diminishes the thought of getting married. You know what I'm saying? Because look at some of the stuff that happens. I see a lot of stuff that happens in marriage in real life.
Okay, let me ask you this though. So is the idea of marriage and relationships, is that breaking down our community as well? You know what I mean? Is that stopping us from being unified?
I think so. People don't get married for the right reason. Did y'all know that we're the only society that married for love?
It's the right reason.
We're the only society that married for love. You know what I'm saying? And I understand why other societies, other people don't do it. I get it. Because it's a business deal, technically. You get what I'm saying? These people have these short-term, I love you now, and that's it later. You get what I'm saying? And they have kids. They have people watching. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to get personal, but I've seen a 34-year relationship. You know what I'm saying? I looked at marriage and I said, yeah, it ain't for me. And that's what turned me over to being polyamorous. Because I was like, it's no way. I'm going to have my girlfriends and have my dudes and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I did that for 11 years. But then the marriage, it doesn't look all it's cracked up to be to me. And people say they're married, I take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Do I respect it? you know, if it's done right, I respect it. But most time when people talk about it, I just be like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know, grain of salt, total grain of salt. You know, I know
I feel
people.
that. I think also what's good is to identify our values. So if your value, like for instance, we could have different values, and that's fine. It's just what is your values and why do you have them? And most of my sisters don't believe in transactional sex that I've come across. I do, but that's because I'm somewhat of an alien at the same time, where I've had to disconnect on some level from society. You cannot be okay with transactional sex and still believe in societal norms. One or the other is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So although I respect evolution's clear cut, this is what she wants, that's why between your individual relationship, you do have to talk it out. And if you are being honest straight up front, then that's what's up. I personally think another way, and that's only because, like, again, I'm okay with transactional sex, and I think intimacy is more valuable than just the physical aspect. You know what I mean? That's it. But I'm a big proponent on honesty, and I think that's the main. It's not like, oh, let's go get our fuck on because motherfuckers can't. It's not even like that. That's evil, and that's what I'm saying. We need to watch our intentions. We need to know where our values are. But when I feel like no matter what you do, if you're honest about it, then that is noble.
Yeah, people respect that. Yeah.
But but in society, can we really be honest about our, you know what I mean, our intimate thoughts or our intimate passions, right? Because isn't that something that's kind of looked down on? You know what I mean? Say for instance, right? Let's say, I'm just throwing another example. I don't want to don't none of y'all get in y'all feels, all right? All right, if brother Timotheus, right? Right? If he just wants evolution just for one night, right? You know what I mean? He ain't gonna leave his woman or nothing, right? But that one night, he just want to see. You know what I mean? What's up, girl? Just one night, right? Is it really that bad? It's just one night. He's not leaving, right? Or vice versa. If y'all want him, right? And y'all just said, look, I just want this brother for one night, right? I just want it for one night. You could go back to being with whoever. You go back to being with Sheila, whoever you want to be with. But tonight, you mine. I want you. You know what I'm saying? Are these things really bad? As Sade said, is it a crime? You know what I'm saying? Let me get to this comment real quick because it kind of coincides with what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. I know people who lost their spouse early and still remain single for the rest of their life. That's how in love they were with their spouse. Lust should never overshadow love. Okay, cool. It's not overshadowing. In my example, it ain't overshadowing love. They're just saying for that night or that afternoon or whatever, hey, it's me and you, homie. Let's get it. You know what I mean? And you go back to doing what you want to do. I go back doing what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying?
That situation would only be a crime if, you know, since you used me in the example, I'll just build on that. If me and my wife never had a conversation to where we had some type of open agreement, then it would be a crime. Now to the comment of, you know, people lost their spouse early and never and they stayed single. Being single and not having somebody is not the same. Not remarrying again is not the same as being alone. You know, being single don't mean you're alone. You can still have your little friend on the side or something like that. So just because you don't remarry don't mean that you died right along with them. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be.
And no disrespect, brother. It was only an example. It was only an example.
No, right. I get it. I'm not sensitive like that. I understand.
All right, cool. Thank you. Go ahead, Evolution. Seems like you got something to say, girl.
I feel like what the Queen was saying. As long as you're honest, nobody can be mad at you for that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. See, I'm very sexually liberated, you know, and I've been that way for a long time. I started my brand like that. You know what I'm saying? When people see this cucumber, they think of me, right? And I I've said some of the the wildest things that people have, and people still tell me about this stuff to this day. Like, I don't think we should even be ashamed of what we want sexually, physically. I don't think we should be ashamed of that. So if this man is coming to me and he's being honest, you get what I'm saying? It's up to that woman, to say, okay, I'm gonna deal with this, I'm not. I think the problem with us, you know what I'm saying, as a community is, people feel like they gotta lie and they got to, live up to your standards instead of being honest about what they want. I give you the example. Men feel like they gotta lie to get, to sleep with women, and women feel like they got to portray themselves as good girls. They don't got a lot of bodies and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, to look good to that man. It's a whole bunch of lies. And then people are amazed at when people come and be totally honest. It's like, oh my God, like they shocked. It's like, because you don't see that. You get people lying to you every day, so you don't see that. You get what I'm saying? So it's foreign to you. So I understand what the queen was saying about the alien, because I feel like an alien in every room I walk into. You get what I'm saying? But the good alien, the type of alien that you'll be like, yo, they wow. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see them again. I see what
honesty is always a beautiful thing. It's just how we deliver that honesty is how it's received. And that's the thing. Because, because you could be a jerk and be honest. Like, I'm just trying to smell. Look, you got a big booty girl, and I don't even want to know your name. Just, you down or you not down. There's a way to be honest, and there's a way to not be honest.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
I think that's the meat and potatoes of that example. Yep. I love this. I love building with you guys.
Definitely.
All right, Ruby doll. Okay, all right. I gotta be careful.
I feel like I'm at church right now. I'm just feeling the spirit.
I know how Ruby doll can get. I gotta be careful with my questions. You know what I'm saying? Our sister Dee Taylor says a lot of people have grown accustomed to these Eurocentric lifestyles. Whatever happened to just keeping it real and honest with your mate? All right, okay, hold on.
Sister Dee, please. Sister Dee, please click the link and come up.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm not disagreeing with you, Dee, okay? But we know, right? We know that people get in relationships and they go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, all right? They are not trying to have all that honesty, okay? There is a line, okay? We all know there's a line, right? Now, evolution and Ruby doll may be more open to certain things, but most women ain't open like that, all right? If you even look at a magazine with a woman on it, some of these women are about to choke you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, and men are like that too. Men are like that too, right? A brother could just be helping. He could just be helping. It could be a wife coming outside. Groceries could be a little bit too heavy. The husband could be distracted. Another man comes up and just helps. And this dude's ready to flip out and fight the dude and fight her and fight everybody. Like, and this is how we get. I've seen these skits where a guy comes up to a woman and she's walking alongside with another man. He tries to give the girl his number. He don't know if she's with this man or not. They just walking together. And these guys be willing to fight over that little thing. Like, literally fight. I'm like, you really about to fight over this? Like, he didn't even say nothing. He just said, yo, here's my number. He didn't call out her name. He wasn't disrespectful. Nothing. He just said, here's my number. Mm-hmm. And they was like, they willing to jump out the window and throw the shopping cart and all that, throwing food. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? Like, why are we
a lot of that, bro, is a testament to the level of insecurity of those individuals.
Thank you. That better. Thank you.
That's what that's about. Like, if you have an attractive woman and she walking down the street with you and her walking down the street, and a dude is bold enough to say, I don't care, whatever happens, whatever. If he approaches it, it just depends. If your woman is with you and she about you, she gonna say, excuse me, I'm with my man, no thank you, or whatever, whatnot. That type of thing. But as far as what was the other thing you said? Refresh my memory. You said walk.
Giving out of the number
Like looking at a magazine or opening up the door for
Yeah,
somebody.
if you look at a
something.
magazine, a woman
Right.
she ready to
That's
break the remote, the
that's
TV, the PlayStation, everything.
That means you got
That's
some mental health
that's
issues.
that goes back to what I was saying. That's a reflection of the level of insecurity that woman has, and that's usually a reflection of past relationships, like what I was saying earlier, that she did not grow from. You know, you're supposed to be able to look at these relationships if they went down a certain way. If you were in a relationship and this guy cheated on you, you just don't brand all men cheaters. You have to just take it with a grain of salt, vet the person, evaluate that individual's character, and move accordingly with that.
Yeah,
Whatever happened to just being monogamous with just one person? That's what Miss Dee Taylor says.
That's a thing of the past right there. A lot of people ain't doing that. That's boring.
That could work.
In a perfect world, yes.
Well, from a biological standpoint, I actually did a show on this about monogamy and promiscuity. From a biological standpoint, the way we are wired as human beings are not, I repeat,
right.
Human beings are not promiscuous species. I mean, monogamous species,
no.
We are not a monogamous species of animal. That we are not. We fall into a category of promiscuity called serial monogamy, where we'll get with it, we'll be with a person, we'll be with them some time. If it don't work out, we'll it'll end, and then we'll do it again with another person. The parallel to that in the animal world is like mating seasons. You know, there's a female, she'll get with this male for this mating season, they'll make it happen, whatever. Next mating season, she don't go looking for him, she go looking for the next, and versus monogamy would be like gray wolves. Like gray wolves is like, me and you lost our virginity to each other, it's for life. From this moment forward, I would never touch another wolf but you. That's the concept of monogamy that we have. It is a social construct to some degree, because we choose to go against nature. Because like what Mr. Best was saying, if you look at a magazine, somebody feels some type of way, just because you're in a relationship with someone or you're married to someone doesn't mean that now, once I said I do, the rest of the world now magically becomes unattractive. Like there's no more attractive people in the world that I can be attracted to because now I'm in this relationship with this person.
I will never buy that.
It's an impractical way of thinking, and it's harmful, and it's why we struggle with having healthy relationships, because simple things just like that seem to perplex us.
I like how that was explained. Thank you.
Ooh, you know what? Okay. I agree with y'all. I think monogamy, right? I think monogamy is not completely natural. She said, "Be careful with these trends out there, because you may get something you don't expect." Ooh.
Yeah, that's.
You gotta check the undercarriage, huh? So with that being said, right? All right, but listen. In all honesty, right? I am the type of person, right? You know what I mean? When I'm really into somebody, I really am into them. Like I'm really into them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really, really into them. Like I'm not thinking about nobody else. Like, I always talk about Halle Berry and Janet Jackson, I always joke about that, right? But if I really am into somebody, like I'm just into them. Like I can't. I don't see nobody else, yo. Especially if you captivate my mind, body, and soul. Oh man, it's over. It's over. You know what I mean?
You're a rare.
But come on, let's be honest, bro. If you're really into the woman you talking to at the moment, does that now mean that Janet Jackson and Halle Berry are unattractive to you?
Hell no.
No, it doesn't.
I don't mean that, but I'm not thinking about them though. Like they kind of. I ain't saying they disappear. You ever heard a love song where like I only got eyes for you? Like that's how I get, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm a rare type of brother. You know what I'm saying? But if I really am digging someone, right? I'm really digging them. I'm in. I'm like, ooh, like I'm just on you. You know what I mean? Like I said, maybe that's a rare find, right? Maybe brothers ain't like that. You know what I mean? And look, and this is as vulnerable as I'm gonna get about this relationship thing. I ain't gonna talk about nothing else. All right. But as I was saying, right? If I'm really into someone, I'm really into them. once I'm not into you though, I'm really not into you though. Like once I'm done, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like I'm finished. You know what I mean? Like
So
it
it's
ain't
a
gonna be the same.
concentrated, you like to concentrate your attention. And in all honesty, as much as I love getting down with multiple people, I ideally would want one person just because it's less expensive. It's more, you know what I'm saying? So I do see the benefit in monogamy. I just won't disillusion myself and limit myself to just that until I find someone who's on that same vibration with me. So, I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but what would be ideal, and I think the only reason why I'm sharing this is because I urge everybody to dig inside of yourself and find out what you truly want. What would be ideal is if I had a life partner who we could build financially and all the other stuff, do the contractual stuff and, the intimacy. And then we could both venture and enjoy some playtime in the field. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Not at all. Y'all got me thinking, because I'm thinking like, out of all the relationships I've had, I think they don't work out when I'm one on one with them. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Get you a Samoan girl.
Yes, yes. Because I'm thinking, I'm like, even the relationship that I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's gonna get me in trouble or not, but I like a person for years, right? Over 10. You get what I'm saying? And now they are finally showing me that, you know what I'm saying? Like they said they've always seen me as the one, their wife, this, and that. But it felt like I've been trying so long, to make them see I'm the one, that now that they're finally voicing that they see it, and I'm just not interested anymore. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
don't tell me you one of them. Don't tell me you one of them. No, come on.
Yeah, because I'm a hunter. Like I'm really not the prey. I can play the prey because I'm a switch, but I'm more of a hunter. I'm starting to notice that. You get what I'm saying? And I like when you play hard to get. You get what I'm saying? And I gotta really come get you. Because once I come get you, it's like, okay, I'm bored now. You know what I'm saying? And that's a bad thing I know. But even now, I'm just like, if I had to work too hard, and I know some men do that too. If I had to work too hard, I kind of don't want you when I get you. It's like, all right, whatever. I don't care how you feel. You know what I'm saying? At this point, because I've worked so hard to get you. And this is not one of those things where it's like he ain't showing that he liked me at all. He is, but he's slow to expressing himself. And it's like, so I gotta guess how you feel, this, and that. You tell me a little something there. And I'm just like, I'm tired now. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I'm on to the next thing, kinda.
But I think that, I don't think that this notion of instant gratification that is being seen as a good thing, that, and that's why we see the people vetting in relationships dying, because people figure, I talked to you a couple of times and that's it. And I've actually talked to a lot of, and it was women that actually said this to me, that a lot of women are like to have sex first and then see if they like you later. Because if they invest a lot of their emotions and everything into you first, and then you get to the point and have sex and it's horrible, then they feel like they wasted all of these emotions, because now it's not going to work. Because even though you satisfy me emotionally, the physical end isn't satisfied, and I may be prone to want to step out.
I guess that's like something new, is it? Like, because I remember in my day, and I hate to say it like that, but like giving it up wasn't the thing to do. Like you would get more if you didn't give it up, and I'm still on that. Like, I'm not going to give it up till I feel like you deserve it. And I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? And I find that the longer you hold it, the more you get. I hate to say it like that. Once you give it up, it's like, wow. It's kind of on to the next. Is that, I guess that's the new girl thing, where you give it up first?
Yeah, it is more of a new generational thing. I think it's the grandchild of the sexual revolution, the whole concept of, because I'm 44, so when I was coming up, it's like if you gave it up, you was a rat, you was a hoe. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she gave. But it's not like that now. It's like it's the idea of now, well, just because I have sex doesn't mean I'm a hoe. I'm a human being, and human beings are sexual creatures. So why do you have to brand me as a hoe because I want to have sex just like you want to have sex? So I think it's more tied to that. I think it's the grand, like I said, the grandchild of the sexual revolution.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, because I say all the time, these kids ain't like us. Like the like it's 2023, 2024. They not like like they got totally different rules. It's like either you adapt or you kind of get left behind. But I can't get with them on everything. You know what I'm saying? I was just on a panel, right? And somebody asked me, hey, how long, you don't really talk about you have anybody like around you like that, like you have friends and stuff, right? So they asked, well, how long has it been? Just random. You know what I'm saying? I used to do this morning show, just random. And I said, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? It's going about 4 years. Then they was like, you haven't been intimate with nobody for 4 years. And I was like, to me, that's normal. If I ain't got nobody to give it to, then why would I just be throwing it up there? Like, that's normal to me. It doesn't bother you, this, and that. I was like, well, I mean, yeah, it does, but it doesn't make me want to just lay down with somebody just because there's other ways to handle your business when you ain't got to lay down with nobody. I just didn't understand it. Like, and I still kind of don't. Like the new generation seems really weak to me, very weak. You know what I'm saying? Or like you said, the quick gratification, but that leads to a lot of other stuff, that might not be so good. So it's like, which one is right? I don't know, but the kids do what they want to do. And I'm not with a lot of it, but I respect it because, this is their time now. You get what I'm saying? All we can do is watch and try to guide them in the right way, so. And the funny thing is, I've had relationships them whole 4 years. But I just didn't see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't see it.
Let me ask you this question, Lucian. Right? Have you ever really had someone that really pour completely into you?
Yes, I have quite a few times. But like I'm more of like an older man type of thing. I usually don't try to date anybody that's my age, only because I'm kind of like an old soul. You get what I'm saying? I'm very direct, and like I don't really deal with the young people type of. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. But am I open to somebody on my age? I don't even think so. I'm just gonna be honest. If it happens, it happens. But I've been in those relationships too.
But I'm not talking about age wise. I'm just saying any man. It could be any age. Salute to She Stole My Thunder. Salute. It could be any man of any age, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever had someone just completely pour into you? You know what I'm saying, and completely be focused on you. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I don't see that. You women really find that a lot, where a guy is completely focused on you. He's completely, wanting to be around you and be with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't really think y'all get that often.
Yeah, I get it a lot, but it's only because of the type of person that I am. Like, people are kind of attracted to me, right? But then they never have everything that I want. And I'm not saying you have to have everything, but it's always something that I'm turned off with. Or they always get put in the friend zone. You get what I'm saying? Like, it never works out, though. It never works out. I can think of all the dudes that came onto the job and bought me flowers and picked me up when I was sick. And it was just always something off about them. They just never had everything that I needed. I think my best relationship was with an older guy, and he died of cancer. I didn't even really get to touch the rim of what we could have had. You get what I'm saying? Because he passed. And I think that was my best relationship. There's another one, but our relationship was kind of open, right? And I wish I had never done that, because he found a girl that just tore his mind apart. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that was for me being so liberal, like, go ahead and do you, because I'm over here working. I'm over here doing this. You know what I'm saying? You know where home is. This is what it is. Just be safe, whatever. And she tore his mind apart. By the time he got back to me, I was pushing him back over there to her. Like, yeah, you destroyed him. You can have him. And actually, last time I saw him, I said, please do not call me. I'm changing all numbers. That's your girlfriend now. Like, and that was it. Like, I am okay with letting people go. I've been doing it my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I am okay. If I don't see you tomorrow, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I still got to do me and make sure that I'm good. I eat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with that. Like, I don't let relationships tear me down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, another one bites the dust.
Hey, I feel you on that one. I definitely feel you on that one. I definitely understand. Sometimes you have to move that way. Sometimes, not all the time. Okay, like I said, some of these things are not recommended. Okay, but sometimes it is. You know what I mean? So she told my done that she became a member of Knowledge and Relationships. Salute. You know what I mean? She said no one has 100% of what you want. What percentage do they have is a minimum really? 10%, 20%, 30%. Who knows? I don't know, man. I think, I really believe there is a person that can meet everything. You know what I mean? Like you wake up, they make you happy, you're able to laugh, you have fun, you don't argue, you know what I'm saying? You're able to enjoy food, you know what I'm saying? You go out, they don't trip, they go out, you don't trip, you know what I'm saying? You can talk to each other for hours on end and not get bored. You know what I mean? You can sit up and watch TV. You know what I mean? And just, but then the TV is maybe watching you after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't think that it's impossible to find. I just think it's rare, right? It is
not.
Okay?
It is absolutely not your partner's responsibility to fulfill your happiness. Your happiness is 100% your responsibility. If you're looking for someone that's going to make you happy, you're never going to be happy.
You might as well stay single then, right? You might as well. What's the reason of getting with somebody and they can't make you happy? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I need you then? I might just be on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how simple it is to me. Like, there are women and men that just got to be with somebody. I've never been that. I don't understand that. It's like you miserable over there. It's a lot of marriages where you just miserable, and it's like, why are you there for the kids?
Nobody want to be alone. Nobody want to be alone.
Nah, that's as strong as you can be when you're alone.
You don't want to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. Brother don't want to be alone either. Nobody wants to really be alone. Like, be alone.
You can't stand on your own. You got to have.
Okay, but I mean, you can have a time where you are, you rolling dolo. I believe in that, rolling solo, rolling dolo. Chilling in the crib, you know what I mean? Turn the TV on, nobody messing with you. You know what I mean? Able to get in the bath and relax, and you know what I mean? Listen to your music and read your books and just be in your own zone. I believe in being in your own zone. You know what I mean? Maybe take a walk to the park, going shopping for yourself. You know what I mean? Just having a you day. Right? Turn the phone off or whatever. You know what I mean? It's this new thing I do with my alone time. I listen to comedy specials on Pandora. Okay, so if you ever get a chance, listen to the Eddie Murphy station on Pandora. It's really funny. Okay, you will really enjoy it. It'll give you a sense of comedy and relief. So she's talking about that. It says, "Mr. Best in the world, you're more positive in the matter than I. The other person can have a lot of what you want. 100%." Ruby Doll says, "Exactly." She says, "Yeah, I'd rather the issue of my happiness be me. I can fix and can deal with me. I've been dealing with me my whole life. You on the other hand are the X factor, but I don't always know what you want or need." Okay, they may not know everything you want and need, right? But the only thing I'm saying is this, right? If that person, you know what I'm saying, if that person is really, really, you know what I mean, clicking on all, you know what I mean, clicking on all cylinders, and I'm not saying that they're gonna make you happy or anything like that, but they do make you happy, right? They do. They add to your happiness, right? They bring more fulfillment to your already fulfilling life, right? Or okay, there are some people who do help you to get out the trenches, right? So, and this is not just a man or woman thing, right? This is both. So it may be a woman, she may be going through something, and a man just helps her, and he lifts her confidence. He brings her up out of whatever she was feeling depressed about, and he adds value to her life, right? Same thing for a man. A woman could do that for him too, right? That person was depressed, they was lonely, they were feeling all this, that, and the third, and then boom, somebody came into their life, and their whole life changed, right? that can actually be a good thing, right? Or it could be a bad thing because that person could become codependent. You know what I mean? So it
That's
is a
and
double-edged
that's what I'm
sword.
getting. That's what I'm getting at because the codependency thing is when it becomes an issue because again, no external person is responsible for your happiness, not at all. And when it comes to the matter of loneliness and things like that, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, emphasis on my opinion. I think men have a harder time dealing with loneliness than women do because women tend to be more communal than men. Like we've all seen it. We've all gone out to get something to eat somewhere, and you go to a bar or something, and you'll see a table for the women all hanging out for happy hour. You don't really see dudes do stuff like that. So I think that men tend to isolate themselves, and that's why we as men tend to struggle with the idea of loneliness versus women. Now, loneliness and happiness are two different things. You can be happy all by yourself. Happiness is something that you find within. It's nothing that someone can pour into you and fill you up. If that's like the sister said, she got friends that just have to be with somebody. They can't be alone. That's something that they need to deal with within themselves and figure out what it is about them that's missing so they can fill it up and stop trying to look for something external to fill it up, because you're going to be, like you said, Mr. Best, you're going to be codependent, and codependency is very unhealthy.
Okay, okay. Well, listen, we're gonna stop right there. All right, we're gonna land right here. You know what I mean, man? With that being said, man, I want to thank everybody for coming in and showing love. All right, you know what I'm saying? And man, brother, Prometheus, what is your channel, brother? So I can subscribe to it.
I actually have my channel, The Average Black Man Show. It's just like, let me see. I could probably throw it in the because my computer is, for whatever reason, is deciding to run extremely slow. But just The Average Black Man Show, and my joint channel I have with my co-host is called More Conversations with the Average Black Man. I'm attempting to. Thought I had something to put up, but like I said, my computer's running slow. You can let me see which hand is it. Right there you go. There I am right there. And you can just
Got
jump
you,
on
got you.
there.
Okay, I'm
Right
I'm gonna,
on.
I'm gonna make you a mod too, because I'm definitely subscribed. Let me
Oh,
make you a
right on,
mod.
right on. Don't give me no too much responsibilities, man.
Oh, no, you good, man.
Right. Like,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I peeped the link that, because I'm in that IG group with you and Rollo. So I saw the link, like, let me jump on and show my support.
Oh man, I appreciate that, brother. Much love, man. Thank you for showing love,
Right.
for real, for real.
Right. I'm definitely subscribed already. So it's all good in the hood.
Appreciate that, brother. Yes, you stole my thunder. Drop the links if you can. You know what I mean? Definitely drop the links if you can, from your side. You
There
know
we
what I mean?
go.
I'm trying to find yours.
There
Yeah,
we
there
go.
you
There's the joint page that me and my co-host got right there.
go. Okay, I'm adding you as a moderator as well. All right.
Oh, I appreciate you. She stole my thunder. She stole my thunder. She put it in the back chat for me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
So make sure y'all like and subscribe to that channel, y'all. All right. Show our brother some love, okay? You know what I mean? Show everybody love that y'all see in the building. She stole my thunder. Make sure you show her love, Ruby Doll. Everybody pulled up, man. Please show them love. With that being said, you know what I mean? We are out. Let me find my outro. All right. Peace out, everyone. Later.
All right, everybody. Thank you.